What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video on my channel, Hairliciously. If you guys are new, make sure to stay tuned for updates regarding my second hair transplant post-op, and also on various video topics pertaining to hair loss treatments and hair loss cures. So behind me, I just wanted to give you guys a quick view of Da Nang. The ocean is right there, a bunch of waves, and this place is just gorgeous. There's not too many people out surfing today, but that's about to change once the once it gets later in the day. Right now it's about 7 in the morning, and there's a lot of traffic, as you guys can see below me. But yeah, today's my last day. Pretty upset. I had a great time here in Da Nang. It's not as nice as Hanoi. I went there in, I want to say, April. Da Nang is a lot more touristy, but Da Nang is still a beautiful place. I would recommend visiting her at least once. There's a lot of good places to visit. A lot of good food, a lot of good people. Culture is beautiful, and I will definitely be back. But today also marks my 7 days post-op since my last FUE procedure. Wanted to give you guys a quick update to show you guys how the hair is progressing. So let's go ahead and zoom in. And as you guys can see, the scabs are still there, but the redness has really, oh my god, I'm trying to sound Vietnamese on redness, but the redness has subsided quite a bit. The scabs haven't really been falling off too much in the front portion of the hairline. It's more so in the donor zone that, when I'm like showering, washing my hair, I can notice some little bits of scabs that's coming off. But as far as the front, it still seems to be intact, and I'm recovering pretty well. I'm just really happy that the redness has gone down, and I feel that once the scabs do come off, it's going to be less noticeable. But I still have a little bit of numbness, especially in the frontal portion of the scalp, also in some of the regions in the back. But that's expected because a lot of the nerves that were severed during the FUE procedure are repairing itself, and typically it takes anywhere from 6 weeks to 4 or 5, even 6 months to get your full sensation back. But you don't have to worry, it's not going to be a permanent type of nerve damage. It's just the nerves that are repairing. And even for my first procedure, I think it probably took me about 4 months for me to actually gain all of the sensation back. But it does come back, and it's not anything that should be of concern. I'm just very happy with the results so far. Just look at the peaks right there. This temporal point right here is just really well defined, and I know that a lot of people, when they get their hair transplants, if they're receding on the temporal points, they don't get it restored because a lot of doctors don't want to recreate the area because it's a lot harder to redefine. But if you're balding on your temples and you end up just getting a refined hairline, it's going to look very unnatural because it's going to give the appearance of you wearing a hat, or kind of like that lid appearance. So actually having this defined by a reputable doctor, making sure that the angles are properly placed, and also enough grafts. So in my case, I actually just lowered here just a tiny bit and then reinforced it with extra grafts just to add in the density. But yeah, overall I'm pretty happy. It's recovering pretty well. Like I said, a lot of the scabs in the back of the donor zone have been falling off. And since I'm still at day 7, I'm not quite out of the woods when it comes to the grafts that might be possibly dislodged. There was a study by one of the doctors, I forget his name, but it takes anywhere from 10 days to 14 days for the hairs to be fully anchored into the scalp. I want to say it's closer to like 9 days, but just to be on the safe side, you don't want to mishandle any of the grafts or dislodge anything. So I'm very careful when I'm showering. I'm still drying my hair with either a fan or hair dryer. I'm not, using any towels or anything like that because it can cause the grafts to be dislodged and damaged. But yeah, pretty good so far. A lot of saline solution to keep the the scabs moist. And I'm gonna be going back to South Korea later today, and probably gonna stop by the clinic tomorrow on my last day. And I'm thinking of asking for a prescription for Avodart, also known as finasteride. In South Korea, they don't really use finasteride, they actually use dutasteride because it actually inhibits both types 1 and 2. It is a lot more potent, and I still need to do a little bit more research, but I don't think I'm going to be taking the topical version. I'm going to be doing a separate video on this, but as you guys know, I'm currently not taking any hair loss medication because I'm trying to conceive with my wife. But I'm going to be going back on some type of hair loss medication, either finasteride or dutasteride, and I'm thinking of probably just going the topical route. I know that dutasteride has a different molecular level. I really haven't done too much studies on this, but I did read some reviews and some studies. But it does have a different molecular level, which means that the molecules are a little bit bigger, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult for it to penetrate deeper into the body. So that means that it's going to be a lot less of the systemic side effects that you guys would see from finasteride. So I'm leaning towards dutasteride topical, maybe mixing it with a carrier such as Minoxidil, maybe 0.1% of dutasteride with 5% Minoxidil, and applying it either twice a day or once daily. But like I said, I'll do a separate video on that. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update on day 7, since a lot of you guys are probably wondering how I am progressing. But like I said, pretty excited. Some of you guys were also saying that my donor area was a little bit thin, but that's to be expected. I did get 1,800, a little over 1,800 grafts that were extracted from the back of the scalp, and the hairs hasn't fully recovered from that. So once the hair grows out a little bit longer, and once my scalp does recover, I'll probably be trying to cut the hairs a little bit shorter to show you guys all of the scars. But I'm also leaning towards SMP to cover up the FUE scars, because as you guys know, FUEs or FUTs are not going to be scarless. There's still going to be scars that are going to be visible. So I'll probably do a different video on that. But let me just do one quick last screenshot or a video of the back of my scalp. Oh, I don't know if this is actually a better view, but yeah, here's how it looks. I probably can't show you the back, but I don't know if you guys can see that. But there's no post-op hair thinning. I know a lot of people temporarily shed because of the shock that they get from the hair transplant, but I don't have anything like that. I didn't have anything like that in the first for the hair transplant. So yeah, it's pretty good, guys. If you have any questions, you can also email me at hairliciously@gmail.com, or you can leave me some comments in the comment section below, and I will talk to you guys next time. Take care.